Part 2. Alright, some things that have really helped my playing philosophically is when you're doing all these scales and doing all this stuff, you start to think that way. You're going to play what you practice. So if you're always practicing like runs, like you just kind of get stuck to doing all these patterns, which I'm really bad about. So try to make melodies out of those patterns. So instead of just being like, you know, try to actually make something. So I like to do it like I'll make a melody and I'll try to hit it again when it comes around. So if I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then do something different. Be able to do that same phrase twice. And the reason it's difficult is that means that now you have to slow down your thinking. You have to know where you are in the beat so that you can repeat it note-wise and rhythm-wise at the same time. And once you get comfortable with that, then you change one of the things. So maybe do the same notes, switch the rhythm, or maybe do the same rhythm, switch the notes. So if I'm going, and the first one's next time I can go, or, so it kind of builds a little theme. I'm going, and then I'm choosing what the last note would be. Or I can change the rhythm, so first time I can go, and then, so I kind of did some weird stuff, but like same notes, but I was kind of like, I don't know. So that helps. Also being able to pick out melodies or even think them in your head first before you play them. It gets you out of like the scale dictating what you play. So let's see if I'm, so see, and it's not that I can, it's a little bit both of, I've played the scale so much that I can kind of hear it in my head, but then also trying to play what's in my head at the same time. And then lastly, if you can start picking out the arpeggios of the chords that are being played, that sounds really cool. So this chord right here is an A minor 7, which is just this. All those notes are in an A minor 7. And then the cool thing is, if those are your target notes over this chord, you can slide into them like, and then this one, I kind of see the shape. Is that note in there? It is. So now I have these. Alright, so yeah, and then I'm not great at it, but you should be able to kind of outline the chords you're playing in your solo so you can kind of hear the changes. So so basically every time I'm doing these, that's A minor, and when I hit this note, that's the, so obviously I'm not as good as that, but you get the idea, I hope. So yeah, so, you know, do the technical stuff, but at the end of the day, when you're playing music, you should be expressing emotion, expressing an idea. So don't let the scale dictate what you do. Yes, I get that you have to practice it a whole bunch and then it starts becoming mechanical and you're going to do what you practice, but you also need to practice maybe with some backing tracks, trying to make things musical, trying to pick phrases out. That's that like a,